Hello everyone, I'm just going to show you a really quick floor stretch that you can do. It's really good for your side body, but also can stretch your psoas and other things. Alright, so we'll start in a supine Tadasana, and for this particular version I'm going to put my feet in the wall. You can do it if you don't have a wall handy, or if you just don't want to use one. So then from here you'll want to stretch the arms past the crown of the head, and for some of us that just means bending the arms loosely or clasping your hand, fingers, or wrists. In this case, I can healthfully stretch my arms overhead. I'm not going to lock my arms out or anything like that. So they're kind of in an oval shape. I will then take the feet over to the right, so up towards the right corner of the mat. In fact, they're off the mat. And I'm just going to sit there for a minute because that actually feels pretty good. And then if your feet are off to the right, you can take the right foot / ankle and cross it on top of the left. That'll help keep the left foot from sliding, and it also encourages a little deepening here in the abdomen, and you might get a feeling of your psoas getting a little gentle, happy tugging. And then when you if you desire this to go a little bit more, you can start taking the shoulders towards the right as well. So you're creating like a crescent shape with your body. Right now the left side of the body is getting the vast majority of the sensation. And you could perhaps with the right hand start grabbing the left arm. So the left arm is pretty passive here. Could even go as high as the elbow on some people, and with an active right arm pulling the left arm gently. I don't feel anything in my joint. I don't feel anything in the elbow or the shoulder joint itself. I just feel some muscular feelings in the top of the shoulder and on the side near the underarm, and also I feel a little bit down here by the abdominal region in where the psoas might be, as well as the iliacus. And perhaps even up to the sort of the QL area in the back. Not a lot going on there. And you can go as far as you want and stay as long as you want. And then you can come to center, so feel free to pause that video or just take it under consideration. And then, before I go to the other side, I like to take a little bit of a wiggle here, so it's kind of like I'm stomping into the wall. One hip goes high, the other hip goes high, and as a result, the opposite hip goes low. That just feels kind of good. And you can press in with the balls of your feet, the toe mounds, and then give a little shake. And then for the arms, I like to do a little sort of the princess wave, but on the floor. And then we'll take it to the other side. So I always move the feet first, but you can certainly move the shoulders first. And then as the feet come over to the right, on this side, there's a really deep sensation in the inside of the hip and the deeper muscles. I still take the left ankle, cross it on top of the right, just to keep things there. And then you may have noticed this on the other side too, but the side that you're stretching, that glute might squeeze, or that hip might lift up off the floor in response to a new sensation. See if you can keep it relatively flat. And then the shoulders can start moving when you're ready. You can take the right arm and make the right arm pretty passive, either by the fingers, the wrists, the elbows. It might not even go very far overhead. And then another thing that you could do that I didn't really cue on the other side is you could look towards that passive arm and allow the weight of your head, of your cheek, to rest into the arm. And of course you're breathing the whole time, so if your breathing has been jagged or you haven't been paying much attention to it, you could start over and see what happens when you're actually checking in with how far the breath travels and makes shape changes in your body. If you're holding in your belly muscles, then see if you can relax those. And then you stay here as long as you want. And then you can take it back to center And for a little bit of counter, you could flex at the hips and take the knees in and the feet wide, or any symmetrical position to reset. This could be part of a routine or just a single thing you do. If you need to feel the side body stretch and get long, it's often forgotten about, and it's important for posture because sometimes the side body is pulling down the shoulder girdle and also creating pathologies in the hips. So stretch your sides. That's your lesson for today. Thanks for watching.